Hey, welcome back to the channel. I am really glad you're here because I have got to get ready for some crazy kind of weather. It's already crazy in that right now it's 50 degrees and sunny outside. It's beautiful, but in just 2 days, the temperatures are going to drop to single digits and we're expecting like a foot of snow. It's almost hard to believe that that's what's coming. And between you and me, I wouldn't mind if they're wrong about this and if it completely blows over, but it's looking like this is going to happen. So I'm thankful for this break in the weather because I've got to get ready for this. I've got to get the bucket on the tractor. I'm going to put the edge tamers on the bucket. I've got to get some other things together, maybe get some fuel for the generator because you never know what's going to happen. It's supposed to be a real heavy, wet snow so that can take down power lines. Of course, I've got firewood I've been hauling inside to store it inside the house to be ready for that. Lots of other things going on. So stick around, hang out with me today. Let's get ready for this storm and then come back in a couple days and see what happens. I should bang that canopy back into place, get that thing on here before the snow. I could put it back just the way it is, but I think I can do a little sheet metal work on there and fix that up. First, let's get the edge tamers in place. Remember, you can get a 5% discount on these edge tamers at r2manufacturing.com and use code MCG at checkout. These are the original USA made edge tamers. And just like that, I am ready for snow. I've got the edge tamers bolted on the bucket. You can see that ski-like design that keeps the bucket from digging into the stones and the dirt. And just like that, they are ready to go. And they work amazingly well. Tractor fuel is empty, so I better top this off with diesel. I have no diesel. I have no gasoline for the generator, so better go get those filled up. Remember that time I almost burnt the forest down? That was awesome. Well, now I don't dump my coals for at least 2 or 3 days to make sure there's no embers burning in there. Learn my lesson. I'll tell you what, this little Ranger has been everything that I wanted it to be. I bought this as basically a little farm truck, a little dump runner, run-around truck, and that's exactly what we use it for. And it's just so convenient. It's easy to put things in and out of because it's so low, and it's just such a great little truck. I love this thing. I think I got it. Oh, I only did 35 cents. Oh, jeez. 35 cents won't get me too far. You don't mind if people pump it themselves?
No, I don't mind.
I got yelled at once.
They do by themselves.
I went somewhere and got yelled at once. The guy said, "I'll do that." I said,
Oh, no. We know.
He yelled at me. Charlie, how you doing, man?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Doing all right. How you making out?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
Keeping out of trouble?
Tried to, right? How about yourself?
No,
No.
I can't have no fun.
Trouble's your middle name, right?
It'd always be like
You still working on mowers and
Yes, I
small
am.
engines?
I got to.
Good.
I lost mom's income, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That's rough.
Knocks the shit out you.
Yeah, that's hard. After how many years?
We were married 66 years.
Wow,
Yeah, all our life.
that's rough.
Where I was at, she was at. I was going to close up, but then I said, no, I can't.
I'll stop in if I see you out there sometime.
I'm out there every day.
Are you?
Yep.
All right, man. Well, you look good. You look healthy. Oh, waiting for
I'm
somebody.
only 85.
Awesome. Take care. See you, man. So in a small town, you always see somebody that you know. And I just talked to a gentleman that I've known my entire life. Not that I've known him, but I've known of him my entire life. And at this point, we do know each other. But you know, he was like captain of the ambulance or fire department when I was a kid. And just certain people are familiar all the time. And he shared with me that he lost his wife after 60 plus years and how hard that is. And he's 85 years old now. He's kind of the town small engine repair guy, and he's still fixing lawnmowers and small engines. 85 years old, he's out in his garage every day. So it's nice to see people and interact with them. And I do like small town living. You know, you set aside all the you know, small town comes with its challenges as well. Everybody knows everybody's business, and of course there's always small town gossip, and there's small town politics, and you know, it can be, if you focus on the ugly part, then that's what you'll see. But if you focus on the good, there's a lot of that out there too. When I remember this trick, it's a good one to take a shop towel or paper towels and kind of just wrap around the spout here. And then when you spill or dribble some fuel, it catches it. Oh, come on. God. One of these days, I need to put one of those air vents up top here, or just get a whole different fuel system. I think that's really the answer. These are ridiculous. They just are. Everybody complains about them. Some companies have done a few things to address it. I know that Tough Jug supposedly has a system where it has a tube inside, and it pours fast. I'd like to try one of those, I think. That or a battery-operated fuel pump. I just don't know if I'm ready for that because I really don't have a place to store that, and I don't want to store it outside. You know, they hold 30, 40, 50 gallons, which would be handy. But again, you've got to store it. You got to take it and fill it up. I don't mind running and buying 5, 10 gallons of fresh fuel every few weeks. But what I don't like is that it takes 5 minutes to drain 5 gallons. It's crazy. And they don't work. Like, I think the idea of these is that they're less prone to spillage, but that's not been the experience I've had. I swear the old cans I spilled less because they just poured faster. I don't know. Enough about that. I'll just sit here and wait. Well, this does work well, I have to say, the little towel trick. Let's see if we can fix up this canopy a little bit. I'm thinking if I just bend this back, probably hit that with a hammer. Let's see what that does. Gotta lean it up against something. Thinking I'll just bang that. I mean, I'm not going for perfection here.
Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I'll just tap it the other way.
It's no use, Ted. You'll never get it absolutely right.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That is nice. Much improved. These Artilian canopies are made out of welded aluminum. And what's nice about that is obviously, compared to plastic, you can bend it back into shape, where plastic would just likely crack, where this just bends. So they're relatively lightweight. The frame is heavy. Of course, I've got a fan on here, which adds probably 10 or 15 pounds. So the trick is to get it up here and then it just latches in. All right, okay. All right, I can hold that like that. It's real easy. It's super easy. What? It's stuck on something. Oh, the latch went in the wrong place. What? There we go. So there's a latch. There's a bar in the back. Yeah, see, there you go. Slides in there and then just drops down. Just like, wait a minute. I mean, it really is a good system. It's just a little awkward, but still, no tools. There we go. That's it. It's in. It's locked in, and we're set, ready to go. I can plug my fan back in, which I won't need this week, but that's good. Now, I am more protected from the snow and the elements. Here's something I fabricated years ago. The BX series comes with a knob for tightening up the ROPS. It's like a jam nut that goes against the ROPS, because without that, your ROPS rattle and move. So I just took I believe it's a 10 millimeter fine thread bolt, and then I welded a piece of 1/2 inch stock to it so I could just turn it against the ROPS like that. And that takes out all the play from the ROPS. All right, so we've got the bucket on the front with the edge tamers. I've got the box plate on the back for pushing snow, but also for rear ballast. So this tractor is ready for snow. Of course, with warmer weather comes lots of mud, but it's only about an inch of mud, and then the ground's still frozen underneath. So once we get that cold air, the ground will freeze back up again, and that snow will surely stick to the ground. And yesterday, I went and got 4 propane bottles filled, because I do have a portable propane heater, just in case we need that. Of course, we have the wood stove, so we're good for heat. But I also have a smaller dual fuel generator, like 5,000 watt. So I can run the dual fuel generator on gas, and then I've got propane bottles. It can run on that as well. So, and the good thing about propane is it doesn't go bad because it's in a pressurized tank. You can buy propane. I've heard you can store it for like 20 years and it's still good. So in some ways it's better than gasoline. What do you think, Hotch? Ready for a big snowstorm? Okay, so I've got diesel fuel, I've got gasoline, I've got propane, I've got the tractor prepared as much as it can be for snow. I've got firewood in the house. I've got a big pile of seasoned firewood that I can grab from there as well. I've been keeping about 4 or 5 days worth of firewood in the house. So as that starts to go down, I can bring in wood, even if it's got snow or rain on it. I can bring it in 2 days before I need it, and then that'll dry off and be ready to burn. So I think I'm good there, and it's still pretty nice and warm. So let's see what else we need to do. Irma, Kermit, you guys want to come out for a while and see if you can forage and find a little bit of green? Come on out. How you doing, buddy? You still have your soft coat because you're not a year yet. Come on, Irm. Come on. Always shedding, always. They love their hay and their grain, but I think there's still nothing like fresh green grass. And even in the wintertime, they can find some. Clearly, they're not starving to death. Some people have seen Irma in the videos, and they've actually said, could it be that Irma is with child? But alas, no, she can't. because Mr. Kermit has been modified a long time ago. So that's just natural fat. I guess the responsible thing to do would be to pull out the generator and start it. There's one of the generators. That's the one that's dual fuel, 5,000 watt, which I don't use very often. That's really for the camper. But where's the other one in this cluttered garage? There it is. It's under there. It's covered. So I need to pull that out. I used to start it monthly, and I've gotten kind of sloppy with that and lazy and haven't done it like I should. So I think it would be smart to pull that out and make sure it runs. This thing has a stuck float or something, so I need to turn the fuel off when I park it because it leaks out. All right, generator, let's go. Got a half tank of fuel in it. I do turn off the fuel when I store this thing, so that way, at least hopefully it drains the carburetor. The battery's been dead for years, so I just choke it and pull start it. Always good to check the oil. We're good. And turn off the idle control so it revs up. Choke on. Look at that. First pull. And after I let it run for a while, I turn off the fuel and just let it die down. I think we're good to go. Well, I think I'm about as ready as I can be for this upcoming snow. And I guess it's a potential snow. The weather app is saying like 10 to 14 inches, and it keeps changing. And the other thing that's kind of interesting is that on the app, it's saying winter storm watch. And I know in the past, a winter storm watch is different than a winter storm warning. So does that mean that they're kind of covering their bases by saying it's just a watch at this point and it could potentially pass over? I don't know. And to be honest, I've not been watching the national news or the local news. I've just been kind of reading the weather app. So I think I'm not too well informed, but it does look like something's coming. So we will see. For now, I'll just enjoy a little walk in the woods with Hachi. And then maybe next time I come back here, it'll be covered in snow. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to check back in a couple days and we'll see if the weather folks got their prediction right. Let me know what's happening where you are. If you do like this type of content, I'd really appreciate it if you click that thumbs up or that like button. And if you've not yet subscribed on YouTube or followed on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, I invite you to join me. Thanks for watching. And as always, I look forward to seeing you next time.